ಶ್ರೀ ಬಸವರಾಜ್ ಬೊಮ್ಮಾಯಿ.
ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ. ಪರಮ ಪೂಜ್ಯ ಪರಮ ಆದರಣೀಯ ಮಧುಸೂದನ್ ಸಾಯಿ ಸ್ವಾಮೀಜಿಯವರೇ, ವೇದಿಕೆ ಮೇಲಿರುವಂಥ ಗಣ್ಯರೇ, ನೆರೆದಿರುವಂಥ ಎಲ್ಲ ಅಣ್ಣ ತಮ್ಮಂದಿರೇ, ಅಕ್ಕ ತಂಗಿಯರೇ, ಮಧುಸೂದನ್ ಸಾಯಿಜಿ ಸ್ವಾಮೀಜಿಯವರ ಒಂದು ಸಂಬಂಧ ಬಹುತೇಕವಾಗಿ ದೈವದತ್ತ ಸಂಬಂಧ ಅಂತ ಅನ್ನಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ದ ವೆರಿ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಐ ಮೆಟ್ ಹಿಮ್, I found not a person, but I found full of energy speaking to me. And that energy is for the good of the universe, good of the humanity. This could be done only through purity of thoughts and purity of action. We are all center of energy. I was telling the boys just now, everybody is a center of energy. But our energy levels, our electrons jump from one orbit to other to a limitation. But Madhusudan Saiji, his energy is unlimited, infinity. So he has reached the cosmos. We are in this world now. We are grounded. What we see, it's a miracle for us, but it is just one of the services which has Almighty has bestowed upon him to do. What is bhakti? Bhakti is a pure love. What is a pure love? Pure love is unconditional love. We all pray with conditions. God, make me MLA, make me minister, chief minister, so on and so forth. But a bhakti without any conditionality is unconditioned. That is the pure bhakti. And how does the bhakti is to be expressed? It is through the Guru we reach the God. So bhakti is melting and merging process. You will not only melt, but you have to merge. Merge with thy Guru. Through that we find a solace of God. And Sri Satya Sai Baba, he has enlarged that bhakti, that love. He says service is love. Those who love should serve, and those who serve should serve with love. That is exactly our Madhusudan Saiji is doing it. I have seen this place from the early times, from just a soil and rock. It has become a rock solid divine center. Indian culture and ethos are something unique to the world. Therefore, after so many years, after more than 2000 years of Christ, the world is yet to understand the real ethos of Sanatana Dharma. Sanatana Dharma can't be known through a study, it has to be experienced. Only through experience you can know the real Dharma. And to have an experience, one should come to this place which has been blessed, and those who come here will be blessed. It is something, a journey which is within. Once we come here, we forget outside world. That's what everybody's experienced. That means you have shut one journey and you have started another journey. That journey is an internal journey. We could see ourselves, we could feel ourselves, our consciousness, and automatically all the goodness will overpour, and all the inadequacies what we have will be just melting down. This process which we experience, that brings a thought of divinity in us, and thought of divinity is a great strength. Somebody, he is wonderstruck the way the Swamiji is creating. I don't say that he is building campuses, he is building hospitals, I don't say that. He creates. There's a lot of difference between building and creating. And he is not just creating buildings, he is creating and he is preparing the next generation. The boys who come here are blessed ones. They have samskara, samskruti, bhakti, courage, self-confidence. But ultimately, with all this, what is the goal of a person? What is the purpose of our life? Why we are born? Why Creator has created us? That's a very big question mark, and we hardly ask this question. We don't dare to ask this question ourselves, but we have to ask that. The purpose is that once you know why you have been created, once you know the path and the goal, then you get a source of inspiration to travel that road which is less traveled, a road which is very less traveled. And that every moment, this all starts with a moment. The thought is just a moment. And when that moment is enlarged, it becomes a measurement of small time called seconds. Then it becomes minutes. That's the greatest achievement if you have that kind of a dedication where you have control on your inner strength, inner thoughts for a minute. That's the greatest achievement. But people will go beyond that in terms of hours, days, and it becomes a time band. That time band is life. We are born with the identity, and the society gives us identity. They give us name, identity, and then they give us our social positions. Then they give us our education, our it's a big classification. These are all small little egos will add on to us. Supposing I achieve to become a doctor or engineer, it's a very big deal in the society. And that big deal becomes a feed to my ego. Then if I do a PG, then another ego. If I achieve something, it's ego. If I Become a minister, it's another ego. If I become chief minister, a bigger ego. So these are all egos adding us. But the internal journey which we come here and realize is, at least I have realized it, is it starts shedding the egos externally. Ego will be burnt down. You will become a bare human being. Then the next travel within is, you have to lose your identity which people have given you. The moment you lose your identity, you will be merged in the cosmos. Losing identity is the greatest achievement for anybody. And what is the measure? For a common man, what is the measure of this? When we are born, we have got all photographs. All born, newborn and 6 months, 1 year born. Beautiful photographs. No baby is looking bad. All babies are beautiful. We look very beautiful when we are babies. You look into your old photographs. And now you look into your face into a mirror. It has changed a lot. Why? When you are a baby, there is a purity in the heart and innocence in the face. And a person who maintains innocence on his face till the end of his life is the greatest achiever. Very difficult. Very, very difficult. Very difficult. The second difficult thing is to live into one's consciousness. Our conscious says something, our brain says something, and ultimately we yield to our brain, not to our conscious. The day we start listening to our conscious, the purity comes. This is a very most difficult thing. I must say, and I must put it on record today, whenever I see Swamiji, I see the innocence of a baby, and it has enriched and grown and is still intact. That is the purity of heart. Now once I said, I think you will now realize all that now. And it is not done with a plan. It is a natural phenomena. That's why it's connected to cosmos. That's why we feel miracles. What is miracle? Miracle is something which common man feels impossible, but a divine strength thinks it is one of the services. It's a very natural thing to happen. Miracle is nothing out of the world. Miracle is something which is in the world but we don't see. Similarly, Swamiji, two things are important. One is jnana, dhyana. Jnana, knowledge. Every knowledge is essential of each and everything which is going around us. And jnana is meditation. The sangam of jnana and jnana is Swamiji. Few people have jnana, they don't have jnana. Some people have jnana, but they don't have this thing. But having both of them is one of the greatest achievement. Just to cut, I can go on like this, but I don't want to be too much emotional. I don't want to take your time. You must be waiting for listening to Swamiji. I just want to say that when I had come to this place, I first inaugurated a hospital. He made me inaugurate. Second time I came, we laid the foundation for the college. Third time, along with the Prime Minister, we came and inaugurated the college. And fourth time we came with Amisaji to inaugurate that hospital. Now he has built up a 650-bed hospital for the poor. There are a lot of people wondering how can this be a service without any bill? Without any bill, how can this be possible? And this is not only in this campus. I've been told that all the campuses, all the medical facilities which they give throughout the world, more than 60 campuses, there is no bill. Right from Nigeria to US. How this is possible? Swamiji has given blank check to the Almighty. And Almighty will be giving continuously. I had been to Goshala. I was really moved by that. And I am ardent, I love the animals and I love Gomata. It just reminds me of my mother. When I have done a lot of things as a chief minister, one should do it. Nothing great about it. But one thing, very few things stand apart some of the decisions we've taken when you look back. And one of them is, I had created a program called Punya Koti, where 11,000 rupees per year will be given to all the Goshalas. How many cows they have? 33,000, 40,000. All the cows are giving 11,000 rupees every year for maintenance. It's a Punya Koti. So, Punya Koti is something where Punya people try to earn. But Punya is not earned. It is blessed. And we are all blessed. We have, every time we come here, we earn Punya little by little, depending on our karma. But 100% we will have some Punya we will be taking away. So the more often we come, we become Punyashalis. Dhanyavad.
Thank you, sir, for gracing this occasion with your presence. We present a token of our gratitude to Shri Basavaraj Bommai.
ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಮತ್ತು ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಟಿವ್ ವಿಡಿಯೋಗಳನ್ನು ಮಿಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬೇಡಿ. ಈಗಲೇ ಸಬ್ಸ್ಕ್ರೈಬ್ ಮಾಡಿ.